So this is a whole day later, and it looks terrible. I'm not gonna lie though, the top, it tastes good. The flavors are there, but all that extra milk I put in there created this mushy mess. So we're gonna redo it. Yes, we are. Okay, so this go around, I'm gonna use a can of peaches only. I'm still going to use my 1/4 cup of white and my 1/4 cup of brown sugar. Still going to use my vanilla, but I'm only going to use cinnamon. Okay? And we're going to try this cobbler mix again, which was not at fault. It was all me. We've all agreed on that. So let's get to baking. Okay, so we're going to get these peaches. 1 can of sliced peaches. A sploosh of vanilla. Sploosh. Cinnamon. Okay. 1/4 cup white. Quarter cup brown. Loosey-goosey, not packed. We're going to stir her up. Okay. Nice and careful so I don't jack up the peaches. Okay. Smells good, but honestly, let me taste it, see if it needs more cinnamon. Yep, needs more cinnamon. Stir, stir, stir. Now on to the batter. Come on, I'm gonna do it right this time, guys. I got my milk measured perfectly. So here's our lovely little cake mix, because like I said, the cake was good. The cake was sweet and tasty. I just drowned it. Okay. 2/3 cup milk. Okay, I did it right this time. It ain't all the way up here, which is where I was yesterday. Bloop. Okay. And then we stir well to a little batter. There we go. Now it looks like pancake batter. Okay. Nice and mixed. Okay, it doesn't say to overbeat or anything. I don't want to screw this one up. Stir until well incorporated. Okay. Oops, I got a little flour pocket. Okay. So we pour in 4 tablespoons of melted butter or margarine. I nuked it in the micro. We pour our batter onto the butter. There we go. Now it's looking like it's supposed to look. Okay. Get all that goodness out of there. Okay. spillage like yesterday and the smoke out the house again. Okay. So now we're carefully, as the instructions state, going to add our peaches. Carefully and evenly. It's still a little thinner than the one I make using the box cake mix, but I followed the instructions this time, guys. Y'all are my witness. Make sure there's a peach in every corner. Gotta have a peach in every corner, y'all. Along the edge. Don't forget the center. Okay. Pour out that syrup in there. Okay. Now this is going to go in a 350-degree oven. It says 30 to 35 minutes. Let's try this again, y'all. Now I cleaned out my oven from all the burnt stuff, so I don't anticipate any smoking. It ain't the cleanest. It definitely needs a clean, but it'll do for now. Hola guys, happy Thursday. Woo, I've been at it. I just came home from Dollar Tree. I went back to Dollar Tree, guys, because after that dessert disaster, there was no way, one, I was gonna allow my son, my oldest, to sample that monstrosity, and there was no way I was gonna have him go without peach cobbler because he was craving it. We had been talking about it, which is why I got excited when I saw the mix at Dollar Tree. But I went to Dollar Tree and I picked up a few things, and then when I came home, I had realized that there were some things that I didn't show you guys from a previous Dollar Tree trip, and I had inserted into that video, the cooking video, but it went way too long. So I took that little snippet of Dollar Tree stuff out because I knew I was going back to Dollar Tree today, and I figured I would just mush them together. So I'm going to insert the Dollar Tree stuff from yesterday, and then we'll go through the stuff that I picked up today. You guys, as I was organizing everything to get ready to, you know, split up and separate, I saw this little bag that I thought was from them, but it's not. It's stuff I bought at the Dollar Tree. And how funny is this? I went ahead and grabbed some of this yesterday because it looked so good the first time I saw it, and now there's a plethora of applesauces here. I think that is too funny, so I won't be greedy. I'll give them all their applesauce because I had this in my Dollar Tree bag. It was sitting on my chair, the back of my chair, and since we're here, may as well. I had grabbed these fuzzy socks because yesterday when my foot was on fire, I knew I was going to come home and soak them. I actually had to go out and get some Epsom salts. That's what I was out and about for, and trying to hunt down little dude's milk. But I stopped off at the dollar and got these fuzzies because I was going to put these on after I soaked, and then I didn't. What else is in here? This little thing, because as I have been trying to be crafty and stuff, I keep dropping nails and screws, and this helps out a lot, or it's going to help out a lot with my old lady back. I think it's just a nice little thing to have around. So it's just a magnetic grabber. I got little dude 2 of these, but apparently he's already gotten in the bag, so there's only one to show you, but y'all know he loves those. And then one of you guys said that this brand greens was really good and tasty. I usually use the Glory, but I went ahead and grabbed a can, and now I'm thinking I want to do this with the meatloaf. Now, I'd rather do this with chicken, but I'm going to give them a try. So let me start off by telling you how the morning went before we get into the few little things that I picked up at the Dollar Tree today. So I had separated everything into what I thought the neighbors could use, and I went over there this morning and nobody answered. I didn't go too early in the morning because old people are funny. Sometimes they're up at 5 a.m., sometimes like my mommy. they sleep like till noon. At least that's my experience. So it was around 9:30 when I went over there, and I took them some of everything, and nobody answered. So I came home. Okay, guys, I need to go check my mailbox, and I hope I don't have to, but my neighbors have a pity mix that scares the snot out of me, and it was sitting right here at this gate. I am armed if I need to be, because there's a gap under that gate door that he could squeeze out of. See him? Hi, pup. Oh, Lord. See what I mean? I gotta check my mailbox. They scare me, guys. That dog chased a little girl that got off the school bus last year. And I had to come out with my bat to scare it off, and thankfully it saw me come out and it ran back, but he was chasing that little girl, and I've been afraid of it ever since. And it has that gap. It has that gap under the gate that if he wanted to, he could try and get out of. Look at all the mail, guys. I tell y'all I don't check my mail, so if any of y'all send me anything via mail, I check maybe once a month, so sorry. That's why it takes so long. But anyway, yeah, that dog scares the snot out of me. I've seen it chase after other dogs. I've seen it attack smaller dogs. It's a beautiful dog, but I'm scared of it. And that's why I took my camera and my bat, because if it was going to come out and maul me, I was going to need witness. And then maybe half an hour later, I hear a little tick, 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 tick. Not even the doorbell. A little tick, 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 tick on the door. And then a tick, tick, tick on the window right here. And I happened to be in the kitchen, thank goodness, because who would have heard that little bird knocking? And it was them. So they were like, are you okay? Is everything all right? These are little old people, guys, okay? I'm a whole grown adult, and these are little old people. They're in their 70s, maybe 80s. And it was sweet that they were concerned. Is everything okay? Are the boys okay? Oh, my heart. Yes, everything is fine. I explained to them that I had gotten some food from the school district, and I couldn't use all of it, and I was wondering if they could use some of it. Come to find out, the lady who was there yesterday with her kids is their daughter, and the kids are their grandkids. She, guys, helps out as much as she can. She has been unemployed for 2 years. Okay? So, I mean, I kind of felt funny getting all this info. I don't even know the lady, and she was mean mugging me yesterday, but I don't blame her. You know, some stranger driving by watching you in front of your mom and daddy's house, I'd be a little suspect too. But yeah, she's been unemployed for 2 years. Her unemployment ran out. It was so familiar, guys. Her unemployment ran out, and she's working temporary jobs here and there and here and there, but it's been so hard for her to find a job. I didn't ask what she did for a living, but it's been really, really hard for her to find a job. And I was like, oh my gosh, you guys, wow, right? But she helps out as much as she can, and she brings them groceries once a week, and then she makes sure that their medications are filled and stuff like that. So we talked a little bit, and then I was like, well, would you all like to look through the stuff and see what y'all want? So they took almost everything that I had in the box for them. They took some stuff they said they had, or some stuff they said they couldn't eat, or they just didn't like. But the little old lady was so excited about the, oh my gosh, what are their names? So I'm not going to say it on here. I'm just so bad with names. I will recognize you forever, but your friggin' name, you tell it to me, boop, it's gone. As soon as you tell it to me, I don't know who you are. But the little lady was so excited about the split peas. And she makes something similar. I can't remember what she called it in Spanish, but she makes something similar with patas, with the pig feet, with the pata de puerco, the pig feet. And it's the equivalent of like me using ham with my split peas, but she does it the authentic Mexican way with a little bit of chile. And the way she was describing it to me, I'm like, honey, give me some friggin' tortillas. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? I would love that. But she was really excited about those. And we didn't visit very long. but it was strange because I know who they are. You know, I know him from Hello and talking to him about his little garden and stuff like that. But I've never had them in my home before. And it was sweet. But it was different. It was different. And God forgive me. When they left, I was like, uh-oh. What if I opened up a door to tick, 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 ticks and tick, 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 ticks? Randomly, sporadically. I know what that sounds like. Like, you're being all nice to them, but you don't want them to come visit. It's not that I don't want you to come visit. I just don't want you to come visit unexpected. I don't like anybody rolling up on me unexpected. You guys have heard me say that before. But, I don't know. For a minute, I panicked. I was like, what if they start coming over again? You know what it is, guys? You know what it is? Oh, I'm going to get emotional. I don't want to love old people. I've worked with old people for 15 plus years, and you love them and you get close to them, and then they pass, and then I don't want to love old people. I know that's what it is. But anyway, so that was that. And they left. I helped them with the little box, and we walked and talked. And they went in, and I came back. And then I was like, okay, I got to go to Dollar Tree because we're tackling this cobbler. So now let me get into what I picked up today. I got all flushed just now thinking about them. I got all hot in the face. It might be menopause. It might not be that I have a heart and it's beating for little old people. It might just be a hot flash. It might be menopause. It might not mean that I'm nice or anything like that. But anyway, Dollar Tree. I grabbed these. Sit back and relax. Only because some of the larger cups that I have with the straws in them or the little handles, they don't fit in my cup holder. My Camry would hold the wider cups. My little Corolla doesn't. But this will fit. And when I want to take something with me, I want to have something that fits in there. I don't want to try and balance it and hold it in between my lap. Not between my lap, but between my legs on my lap. I ain't trying to do all that. And I've bought some of these before. Honestly, guys, I don't know what I did with them. I really don't. But I'm thinking I'm going to have these right there by my coffee pot, right there by my tea stuff, right there by the fridge, right there by anywhere where I would pour something in. I'm going to keep them right there so I can see them. And you get 3 for $1.25. I thought that was really neat. These are definitely going to fit in my thingy. And I'm going to go back to work, okay? So I'm going to need some sippy. So for the way there and on the way back, because I used to fill up my cups with whatever for the drive home. So grab those. I got an over-the-door hook because with all the Halloween stuff that I'm doing, I need to hang the costumes so that I can work on them. And I didn't have a hook on the perfect door in this friggin' house. So now I do. It's a perfect hook in the house for that stuff. I got more of the washing machine cleaner. I did notice a difference. My washing machine is super old like everything else in this house. Until it dies, honey, I'm not replacing it, okay? I'm a use it till it dies kind of person. And my washing machine sometimes gets a little something in it. And I started using these, way cheaper than the stuff that you can get at Home Depot or at Walmart. And it works just as well. It just washes out your machine. Gives it a freshening up. And I used my last one a couple weeks ago. Then I grabbed some cherry pie filling because I got into my head, why don't you make a cherry cobbler? Why don't you make a cherry pie? Why don't you make a cherry cheesecake? Why don't you do anything with cherry pie filling, Mel? So I grabbed some cherry pie filling and I got this to go with it. I couldn't decide what kind of dessert I wanted to make with it. And then I thought, fool, why don't you make a Black Forest angel food cake? Y'all ever done that? Tart cherries with the sweet devil's food. Oh, what I do is I put cherries in the middle, like frosting, and then on top I'll do cherries in the middle, and then I'll try and do a fancy. It don't ever come out fancy, but I'll do a little piping of chocolate around. You frost the cake, but the top I put the cherries and then do like a little pipe on the edge. It's really pretty and it's so delicious. I love the combos of chocolate and cherry. Whenever I go get a sundae, whenever I go to Dairy Queen or to Brahms, I love their Black Forest sundae. So delish. I grabbed this Palermo jalapeno sauce because my big dude likes spicy, and I thought it's different. I'm assuming it's just smashed up jalapenos, which would be good on hot dogs or pizza or just whatever. So grab that. I grabbed an envelope because I have a few more things to send to a friend, and I think this will be perfect. It's going to be shaped funny because there's something that I have to put in there, but it's a perfect size for the other stuff that I have. So I grabbed that. I grabbed this thing and the stick, which is over there. You know, Dollar Tree be selling the stuff separate. Shame on them. But it's this fuzzy thing, and I bought an extra stick because my gallery, the walls are so vaulted and high that I can't get in the corners, and I can't get the dust, and there is dust all on the wall and on the tops of the frames that I just can't friggin' reach. Not safely anyway. I could stand on a chair, I could stand on a bar stool, but I know better. So I'm hoping that this will help me reach the top of some of them, because they're looking funky. Like, if you really look, and I live here, so I really look, they're looking funky. And I don't feel like I do my house enough justice when I dust if I can't reach all of that. And then I grabbed this stuff because little dude for the last couple days has been kind of coughing some. This morning he felt really warm, but he didn't have a temp. He felt really warm. He wanted to go to school. I sent him to school. There was no temp. But he doesn't feel well. I'm thinking it's allergies with all the weather, everything that's going on around us in Florida and all that. It puts a lot of pressure on us here. Not pressure, sinus pressure here. When the weather's wonky over there, we feel it here some kind of way. And my oldest is also feeling similar. So my oldest is set for dope. But I went ahead and got some. I don't want to give little dude the same stuff. I think it's too strong. Plus the flavor and all that. He struggles. But he takes pills really, really well. So I went ahead and got him some allergy relief 24-hour. Hoping that that's what it is. And then I got him some cold multi-symptom just in case that's what it is. Now I have Tylenol. I have Motrin. I have Dayquil and NyQuil, but like I said, if he's just not able to tolerate it, he needs to have a little something. I'm going to check on him the rest of the evening, just make sure he's okay. He swears up and down he's okay. He's like my oldest. They don't talk about pain, they don't talk about sickness. They just, I'm fine. I ain't. Well, I can be, but I ain't as strong as they are. But that is everything that I grabbed while I was out and about today. So far today it's been good. It's still early-ish. It's not even 6 o'clock yet. I got a way earlier start today than yesterday because that was a whole disaster with timing disaster, and I rushed around and messed everything up. Today we're supposed to watch Terrifier Part 2, getting ready for after school tomorrow. We're going to go watch Terrifier 3. He's going to come home. We're going to head out because it's Fast Food Friday. Going to head out and have his lunch. I'm going to eat very, very little in case it just like grosses me out, which these movies tend to do. And then we're gonna go watch a movie. We want it to be dark. I'm be terrified driving home, but we want it to be dark. And then if he feels 100%, if he feels well and everything goes well, that's what we're gonna be doing tomorrow. So we want to sit down in time to watch Terrifier 2. So all I'm doing today is barbecue smoked sausage. I'm doing some macaroni cheesy shells, the Kraft cheesy shells. There is still some yellow rice left over from yesterday that little dude wants to have with his sausage. I'm going to throw together some kind of veggie. Dinner's going to be quick. Dinner's going to be fast. Dinner's going to be on time. But we have a few more minutes until we get to check this cobbler. So we'll hang out. Okay, guys. While we wait for this cobbler to cobble, I thought I'd wash the few little bakery dishes that I have. Question. Back when I was growing up, we used to wash dishes where we would fill one side of the sink with the hot soapy water, and then the other is where we would rinse. And then somehow, some way, as I became a mother and became an adult, I started washing dishes different. I started washing it with the water running. And I know that irks a lot of people, because I see the comments on YouTube when people are doing their house cleaning and stuff. A lot of people are like, you're wasting so much water, and why do you wash dishes that way? And I don't understand why people wash dishes that way. I don't know how it happened that I started doing it. Yes, the water's continuously running. I try and keep a low stream, but somewhere along the way, it was just gross to me. Like, even though the water is soapy and hot, eventually it gets all greasy and mucky, and I would end up having to change out the water anyway. So this just seemed easier to me, to just run, soak your sponge, and go at each individual piece. How do you guys wash dishes? Are you guys a water runner, dishwasher? Do you use your dishwasher, or do you fill your sink? For my hand washers, because I know a lot of people don't hand wash dishes. There you go. Do you hand wash your dishes anymore? Does anybody still hand wash dishes watching this little video? Do you guys wash your dishes by hand? Are you a strictly dishwashing kind of person? If you do wash in the sink, do you fill up one side for washing and use the other for rinsing? I'm just curious. Just going down memory lane in my own head. Oh, and another thing I was thinking about, because I got the little couple in my head. It's so weird, and I understand the times have changed, people have changed. The world is not the way it is, so you can't really befriend a whole lot of people. And I was thinking how brave it was for these little old people to come over. Like, I could be a psycho or something. I don't know, like, you just have to be so careful of people. And for them to come over and be so open to want to talk and stuff and just be friendly in general. I know they're of a whole nother generation. Maybe they haven't been exposed to the ugliness of the world because they have family to take care of them and stuff. Maybe they're not aware that the world is dangerous, because you know, seniors can be like children. They're vulnerable. They're innocent. And I'm thinking that it was nice of them to come, and I wouldn't mind their company. And it's just, I'm thinking of how different the world is. Like, when I was growing up in our neighborhood, everybody knew everybody, guys. We all knew each other. We all hung out at each other's houses. The mothers knew each other. The dads knew each other. Everybody just knew each other. Everybody looked out for each other for sure. That whole "it takes a village." Heck yeah, you had that one lady who, I swear, would come after you with a switch if you were acting up, you know, acting crazy. Or you had that parent or that grandma or that grandpa who's gonna call your mom, gonna call your dad if you're out there acting some kind of fool. It was just so different. Kids play together. Kids were out in the street all dang day long. It's just so different now. Like, kids nowadays, I know. Ooh, the alarm went off. Let me pause for the cause. But I'm saying, nowadays our street is full of kids and nobody's out there. It's rare when they're out there riding a bike or playing basketball. And then when they do, they act a different kind of way. They're not the same. I don't know. It's just so different. But it just gave me some kind of nostalgic feeling for these little people to reach out, you know, come out, feel safe enough and comfortable enough to come out and see what the heck I was doing on their doorstep. But let's check this cobbler. I washed my last dish. The timing was perfect. Come on, y'all. It's a whole cake. Okay, so I had one set for $7.42, and then one set for for $5.42, and one set for $5.47. I'm gonna leave it in there until $5.47. Actually, just gonna turn the oven off, let it sit in there, and at $5.47 I will take it out. It smells good. It looks yummy. I hope it's not all cakey. I hope it still has some juice. Some cobblery juice. Maybe I should take it out now just in case, huh? I better take it out now because the cake looks set, and if I leave it in there too much longer, if there's any juicy goosey loosey, it's gonna dry up. So let me take it out. Ooh, guys, it smells so delicious. Oh, it's very watery. Oh no, guys, what have I done? Should I leave it in there? No, I think I better leave it in there. You see that? What am I doing wrong? Oh, let me leave it in there a little longer. I'm beginning to get a real complex here. Y'all saw I put in the 2/3 cup milk. Y'all saw I put in the drained peaches like I was supposed to. It says if you're not going to do a simple syrup, if you're not going to do fresh peaches, if you're going to use canned, to leave the syrup in the peaches. That's what I'm doing. It said 30 to 35 minutes. I put it in at 5:12. 22, 32, So 5:47 will be 35 minutes. You see me doing math on my fingers? So it's 5:44. I'm turning my oven back on. No, there's enough heat in there. No, I'm turning my oven back on. I'm turning my oven back on. I'm going to leave it in there till 5:47. I'm going to check on it again at 5:47. Which is in 2 minutes, and see if the wiggle has stopped. Like I said, I don't want it to cook all the way through, but that don't look right. It is 6:31. I put this cobbler in at 5:12. I vented it. I tented it with foil. I'm waiting for the innards to be bubbling, and then I can take it out of the oven. Let's see. It's bubbling. Finally. They say when it's at this stage, I can take it out. I've never experienced a cobbler this hard to make. The one I make with the cake mix and the peaches, the one I've made forever, I use a larger pan and I'm done in an hour. When this little box said 30 to 35 minutes, I was a little skeptical, but it was small, so I'm like, okay. But it's finally where it needs to be. It's nice and thick, so it's just gonna thicken. I'm gonna take it out. It's the same color as the one yesterday, but it is definitely different texture. Right now it's going to be soft because I just took it out, but it's thicker. See? So that's going to set nice and pretty. I'm going to leave it the heck alone. I got dinner on. I'm about to put the barbecue sauce on this smoky sausage. About to drop these in some boiling water. Have leftover broccoli and cheese. And I'm going to throw together a little salad. Over an hour, guys. It's 6:34. Oven is off. Cobbler's on the counter. Over an hour for a cobbler that small? Is it because my oven is old? I don't know. But it smells really good. It didn't burn. I was just like, it's going to friggin' burn. But the center was just so bubbly and loose. It wasn't bubbly. It was all loose and watery. It was gross. I thought I was having a repeat of yesterday. But yeah, it's nice and set. That's going to be good dessert tonight. I think my big dude is going to enjoy it. But I'm going to finish up dinner and settle in to watch scary things. And I hope you guys had a fantastic Thursday. I hope you guys are rolling into a fantastic Friday for all you hard workers out there. I hope you guys have a great day tomorrow. A safe, great day tomorrow. And until my next go around, guys, I love y'all bunches. Bye.